Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, and yes, I am back with my tutorial slash playthrough for The Forgotten. I can talk! Believe it or not. Admittedly, I shouldn't overdo it. I mean, this intro was pretty much as pumped as I'm gonna get this cast. Because, you know, I feel much better now, but I'm still not 100% out of the woods yet. I don't want to push it. So, for those of you who somehow did not realize, I don't know, maybe didn't watch last video for whatever reason or something, yes, I was sick. In fact, the date when I recorded the last video was also the date when I went almost completely mute. Like in the morning when I did record that video, as you were able to hear, I was still able to talk with some difficulties and a fair bit of pain, but still I was able to do it, and then no. And for the last week I said a few sentences at most, which was so frustrating. I mean, the pain itself was bad. I wasn't able to speak, I wasn't able to eat, I was barely able to drink with, again, a lot of pain, and a lot of painkillers were needed to make me drink. So yeah, I was also kinda hungry all the time, which certainly didn't help. But either way, the most infuriating thing of all was not being able to talk. I love talking, as you may have figured out already, so not being able to do that was just such a nightmare. But now I can talk, and I'm gonna let it all out on the AI for making me suffer, even though it was not them. But let's focus on the important stuff, that being my current situation, which is kind of dire. I mean, last time I didn't maybe make it feel like it is a dire situation I'm in right now, mostly because, you know, I was sick and stuff, and before that I was focused on other things, and I didn't necessarily want to discuss this, but thinking about the situation that I'm in right now, there is something that I really need to be worried about. There are two things that could spoil my plan of capturing everybody's capitals, and that is the time in one of two ways. Firstly, Rexus. It might not actually be taken. I'm looking at this particular thing in the diplomacy menu, and I see that they are exhausted because of war fatigue, citizen units killed during war. Obviously the Mazari are losing this war badly. The problem with that being, they might decide to negotiate truce and to give away some of the other cities, but not their capital. They might keep this capital in order to sign a truce, and as such this capital will not be taken, and I'll need to take it myself. Doing so will not be nigh on impossible, but actually, you know what? No, it will be nigh on impossible. It's surrounded by the most powerful players in the game currently. Getting to there with a decently sized army will be difficult. It is going to be heavily guarded because it's on the border with the necrophages. And yeah, if this capital doesn't fall on its own, I'll lose to somebody else winning scientific victory. Mark my words, I will of course try to win regardless, but I don't think I'll be able to achieve victory before somebody else, most likely necrophages, will achieve scientific victory. I just don't have the time to capture this city as well. I'm relying on the enemy taking it. It's a gamble, I cannot do anything more than that. The necrophages just grew, they were fed by the other AIs just too much. That's what always happens when the AI takes the necrophages and feeds on other AIs, so I got used to it, but it's just reality that we'll have to deal with. My hope is that they will be so bloodthirsty, they will not accept any truce, and they'll just keep killing everybody. That would be best case scenario. Especially since it would also delay their scientific victory because they would focus on military instead. Because why I'm so worried is because when I look at this and research, yeah, they're in era 6, just saying. So I really am running out of time. So, other than that, what else do I need to do? Well, the thing is, I'm about to complete a roundup in Bad Girl. I'm glad I stopped recording when I did last time, because I'm gonna pump up my security as a result of this roundup, which is all nice and dandy. But I can go even higher, and there's no reason for me not to go, because obviously AIs are spying on me. There's evident proof of that. And I don't know, maybe they're spying in other cities as well, but I have the ultimate anti-spy ability, plus the security might not seem like much, but it is a pretty big difference. Just go ahead and grab that. Bam! What's mine is done. Learn from others is delayed, that's true, but I'll get it soon nevertheless. I'm getting a lot of that spare time, let's just put it this way. So now Bad Girl is gonna have 70 it has 70 security right now. Roundup is gonna complete, and let's just say the odds of the enemy spy not being at the very least wounded are pretty much close to none, and the odds of enemy spy being disabled or maybe even captured are kinda high. I would actually, I think I would prefer the enemy spy to be captured actually. For a second I was thinking about disabled because capturing spies does cost you a little bit, but then again AI would just instantly revive any disabled heroes. I mean right now in my situation, all the articles, nothing, wounded and disabled mean the same thing. The spies are gonna get back in a turn or two. It's the AI after all. But captured gives me 15 times of peace, which is rather amazing, wouldn't you say? So yeah, I want to capture the enemy spy if possible. And it's possible, so I'll try it. Another thing I did, which I mentioned in the comment if I remember correctly, is I cancelled the dust refinery that was being produced in Wake Up. Why? Because it costs glass 2, which guess again is exactly what I need to actually have Ziemia revived. Which, hold on a second. How much? Yeah, never mind. I need 20, I have 17. Well, that's okay, because I'm actually gonna get 2.3 glass 2. Now, you may be thinking, why am I gonna get this much instead of the usual 1.5? I did the obvious thing that I should have done some time ago, but I guess I wasn't thinking straight. And I assimilated Silix. Seeing how I need the glass 2 a lot, and I will need other resources as well, I definitely need those guys, and 0.5 extra resource is actually quite a decent deal if I may say so myself, because, you know, it's only 15 influence for a pretty good deal. I should have done this long ago, actually, now that I think about it. But then again, I didn't know how precarious my infiltration, my influence situation is gonna be, so I'm sort of excused, but I still probably should have done so earlier. Alrighty then. Now, what else I'm gonna do is, it's all cool and dandy that I have this group over here that is just banning everything they can see and pillaging and stuff, it's nice, but I really need to get out there with mists. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave those settlers be. I don't care about them one bit, but I'm gonna separate my mists from the predator. Since they have more movement, they can do that quite freely. Bam. And I will keep moving with the mists themselves, and I'm gonna merge them with those mists over here and form a little bit of a supportive army that can already start making their way toward the enemy city, which I think will be very important, as purely because I need to have as many units in there as quickly as possible. I do actually need to probably capture this city first, purely just to slow down the enemy's scientific advancement, because this city, I imagine, brings quite a lot of science to the Necrophages. I mean, I don't see their bonuses at all when it comes to science, because, hey, it's me. And this terrain seems to be very hot terrain, so it doesn't have a lot of science innate, but I bet those guys have... Actually, let's see what they have. They have Geometric Labs, which is not useful on its own, but yeah, they have Advanced Alchemy Lab, that's a lot of science. They have... Oh, that's actually not useful very much. Plus 15 science from anomalies, though, which... They have only 2 of, I think? 3 of? Okay, that's a decent amount. They haven't made any of this sciencey tech, which is a little bit weird to me, and actually makes me kind of happy. So, oh yeah, they probably don't have Hyperion, that must be what it is. That's actually good that they don't have it, if I may say so myself. So yeah, actually anything else that is interesting to see in here? Is there anything else they possibly don't want? Do they have titanium? I mean, I don't see any titanium, them having any titanium structures, but now they do have titanium, definitely do. Okay, so nothing else that's out of the ordinary. They may not have Hyperium, as for everything else, they probably have it in spades. But this city doesn't actually give it that much science. It will buy me a little bit of time to destroy this city. I mean, capture briefly, but it will not buy me a lot of time. Still, it's a worthwhile thing to try. Okay, this group is just gonna defend my cities from the Mazari and whatnot, because, you know, there is still an active threat of the Mazari declaring war on me any minute now. I have to be prepared for that. I cannot let my capital fall, because then all my plans are ruined. Of course, I can... let's end it then. I can and will try to go for other victory types as well, if necessary and if possible, like the Wonder or the Quest Victory. Quest Victory in particular is quite easy to achieve with the Forgotten, I mean. In fact, we're the best faction for the Quest Victory out of all the factions, I would say. However, it's just not fast enough. I would not be able to get it. Is there a fight going on? I don't know. I will not be able to get the Quest Victory before the Necrophages get the Scientific Victory. It's just not gonna happen. So, you guys are worrying me a little bit. Anyway, let's see. What is this deal you're talking? Peace for a lot of... that's not a lot of adamantium. Now, normally I would be like, oh yeah, peace, give me that. But the problem is, how much would it cost me to declare war on them later? I don't actually remember How long until I can declare war on them though? I mean, I can probably declare war on them last, theoretically speaking, I just don't want to do it. You know what? Going for peace is maybe not the worst idea ever, because then the AI will be less worried about me, even though they're not very worried about me, but they will be like, okay, this side is secure-ish, I can focus on fighting those guys, and them being like a balance to the necrophagers, I don't know. There are good and bad things about this deal either way, but I'm gonna accept this deal just because they might offer me something better later on, and this allows me to manipulate them a little bit later, because right now, because we're at peace, as you can see, we can negotiate things like declaration of war on somebody else. Like, let's say, hey, I will declare war on the necrophages, which I will do at some point anyway, right? And I can be like, yo, guys, but in return, I want to have this thing, which they're not gonna give me. But you get the idea. It opens up a few options for me. And in fact, what I can also do is be like, okay, I'll declare war on the necrophages if you declare war on the necrophages. And they'll be like, yeah, no problem with that. That's not a bad deal right there. So, at the very least, this piece gives me that ability. I can also make them be at war with the Mazari if I decide that this is a worthwhile idea. Actually, they are already at war with Mazari, so yeah, nothing changes there. Still, I'm kinda happy about that. No spies were revealed in Bad Girl, so that spy definitely had to have been evacuated, because last time there was some pretty effing high security up in this town. So, I mean, he had like what, 15% chance not to be discovered. It's possible that he's still in there. Unlikely though. I'm gonna assume he's not there. And of course, go figure, I need one more glass steel for Ziemia to metamorph. Seriously, is there anything that I can cancel to get my glass steel? Anything at all? Am I making any dust refineries anywhere? No, I'm not. Okay, I guess I will need to trade with some AI for glass steel. This is embarrassing and it will cost me a lot of influence, but it's not like I have any option to do anything else. Okay, city infiltrated to level 2, which is good, but I need to be a little bit higher than level 2, thank you very much. Alrighty then, hey, stop calling me. How about that glass steel? I know it's embarrassing, but I just want one. Like literally one. And I need to give them something for it. I mean, they're not gonna just accept an offer where they have to give me something for nothing. So let's give them something that they already have and that don't need, so that's gonna be probably titanium. And let's give them as little of it as possible, balance the deal out. It's gonna be the most inefficient use of influence ever in the history of ever. Actually, I kinda need glacium more than I need titanium, so let's go for... they don't have a lot of glass steel. Yeah, okay, let's go for that. That's a horrible deal for me, but I do earn a decent amount of influence. I guess I can do that. And at the very least now, I can tell from Ziemia into awesomeness. So Ziemia is now evil Ziemia. Or maybe she's not evil. Actually, she is kind of evil the way she murders everybody later on in this quest. Spoiler warning, by the way. So yeah, you know what? She is getting evil lord, evil overlord status right now. So she's got the Shadow Brand and Shadow Binder. Which, I mean, look at the stats on those weapons. This girl can kill anything. I wouldn't call it maybe the best set of weapons in the game on their own, but she can dual wield them, which makes them suddenly probably the best weapons in the game. Like, it's pretty hard to beat this combo. It's a pretty ridiculously powerful, sickeningly good combo, especially since, you know, she also has things like, hey, she's a fast learner, she can get even better. So yeah. So there's that. Next quest, improve your authority until I reach 187 influence. Not gonna be too difficult, and I'm gonna get Palladium for this, which is absolutely wonderful. Again, another thing about Forgotten Quest, which I've been talking about time and time again. Easy to do, gives you wonderful, wonderful benefits. So Ziemia is now ready for summon. Look at her. Oh yes. She's gonna be a beastie. So I can reassign her points to anything I want, and I do probably want to give her called operator and stuff. But let's think about exactly how I'm gonna do it. Extra life on units wouldn't be the worst, I suppose. I can just go this way, because honestly, what else is there? Like 10% attack on units is not bad, but I would have to go this route to do this. I don't care about stuff on armies because I'm using regular armies, as you are aware. So giving her extra defense, since she is gonna be fighting, extra accessory slot is gonna be useful, extra defense in units. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go this old-fashioned way of an infantry leader. I mean, this thing is tempting, but it's not gonna be useful this late in the game. So let's just keep going and try to get to ultimate abilities as quickly as possible, while some of this is still increasing the power of my units quite decently, I would say. So let's apply that. Let's inspect her again, because I'm gonna need to give her some extra stuff. I might give her a Guardian Slayer, you never know, she might face some Guardians. So have a Guardian Slayer, dear lady. I don't think she needs detection. I really do not think she needs detection, but army damage boost, oh yeah, sure, have that. What else can I give her that will actually benefit her? Pillaging, not really necessary. Improved damage for herself, yes, because she's gonna be a primary damage dealer, and Glorian or Death also, something she's gonna use. I don't think I need to give her weapons. For some reason I think that's not a necessity. I will however give her the best ammo she can have. And that's about it. Although I do need to give her more movement. She's got the natural movement and I want her to be able to accompany mists, so by Glory or Death, it will be a useful ability, but she can do without it. Instead, I'm gonna give her there we go, improved movement 3. So now she's gonna be really fast. Actually, that's might be a bit no, that's certain movement. The mists have 8 if I'm not mistaken. So she will still slow my army down just a little bit, but it's not gonna be too bad. And then again, it also improves her initiative, which is not the worst thing ever. She doesn't have any special abilities that benefit from that, but you still get the idea. Alright then, let's apply the changes. Now she is super awesome. Upgraded from the status of just plain awesome, she's not super awesome, which is kinda cool. And let's move my mists around to the land of the dead, or future land of the dead, I suppose. Get it as quickly as possible. And Uter says, you protect my city, so I'll just have you stationed here precariously. Make sure that you're on the lookout for this guy, who I do not trust in the slightest. You will also do the same thing, and in fact, I think I'll already separate my units to be stationed around my city pretty soon, because I'm really afraid of some sneaky attackers laying a surprise siege to my city, which would be really bad for me, really bad. Okay, can I, with Ziemia leading the army and those 6 mists, can I take Salima? Not obviously with those defenders there, but those ended. 500 life and 100 something damage is quite something, but they only have 94 defense. This would be... no, I would need more armies to actually beat them. I would need more armies, there is no escaping that, I'm afraid. I don't know where to reassign Ziemia, to be honest, right now. I do need her to level up as quickly as possible, though. For the time being, I will assign her to this army. Oh wait, I didn't give her the reassignment ability. It would be quite a long time before I can reassign her. But I'm not gonna fight just yet. I think... do I have 5 turns? I don't know. But I probably do, though. I probably do, but I don't want to risk it, so I'm gonna move the mists into the water, and then I'm gonna assign her to those mists that just got into the water. Like I said, risking is unnecessary. So you, please join those guys right there, nice and easy. You keep going back to wake up. I do need to defend this city. I mean, I don't necessarily need to defend it, but it will be worthwhile. And those guys, oh, that's nice, they're launching an assault against the Necrophagus from this angle. Smart thinking, it might again redistribute the Necrophagus area from those central cities to some outer cities, which would be good for me. So there's that. Good. Okay, you the Predator, you are just gonna be in bad to go, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could attack the seller, but he would get reinforcements from Chitin. There's no need for me to deal with that. I'm just gonna get him out of the way. Anybody else? Well, yeah, the mist that is going to infiltrate my future, I mean, not future, my current allies. So sorry about that, guys. I mean, I need to kill you, I hope you realize this. So let's infiltrate, and where is... oh, I need 1 more 10 from Wake Up. 1 more 10 is not that bad. I was considering not using Ziemia for infiltration this turn, because, you know, she is a good spy, like everybody, but... since I'm not speccing her to be a spy, I don't want to pretend like she can be a spy. What are you talking about? She... oh. Okay, he is complaining about war. Well, dude, you can end it if you offer me a peace treaty and give me something for it. Because I'm not gonna spend any more of my influence on you guys. Besides, you don't even want to choose. Don't be like to me and care about it. GTFO, man. Jeez, so pushy. Alright then, let's see. Let's move all the enemies that already have their orders queued up so that they don't bother me too much. As Frieder says, keep staying on the sea because you never know, they might stumble onto the enemy's army and then be discovered and attacked and killed, which would not be ideal. Of course, if I had Ziemia, I could have risked it to get the last full loot quest, which is always amazing, but pardon me for not doing so. Eve is gonna be infiltrated as planned, although do I want to give you something extra? I don't think I do. I'm not gonna give you the Shadow Brand. I mean, I don't have the resources to even do it, so yeah. I'm just gonna have you infiltrate this city. Nice and easy, bam. And let's see. What do they have, out of curiosity? They have, you know, it's like... Yeah, that's kind of pathetic for a capital. Oh no, never mind. Okay, they have some more stuff. So, but it's still not impressive. I mean, compared to the Necrovader city, it's kind of bad. They have Veda's temple, woohoo, what a surprise. Yeah, they're definitely not gonna win this game. You guys shouldn't be, you know, annoyed by the fact that I'm gonna kill you. You would lose this game regardless of whatever happens. Shame, really. I like you guys, you know that I do. I've killed so many people as you, but now you're just a shadow of my former self, so you're not gonna do anything useful in this game. Although that might be going too far, they will do something useful, I feel like. They might actually be the key to my victory, and I'm not even kidding. So we'll see. Okay, now this mist has done his job. Let's go back into the land of the Necrophagers, I think. Or I could keep an eye on what is happening on the Mizari border. That's not a very bad idea. Let's go through the other major territories since I don't care about if they find me or not. They're not gonna attack me with friends and buddies. So let's see, they have a decent army with guidance and stuff, but they're still probably 1,000 times weaker than anybody else in here, aside from me. So let's keep moving along with my mist. This guy just entered water, so he's got no more movement and nothing else to be done anywhere else. I cannot erect anything new as of yet. I can speed the construction of some things, but I don't really want to. As for the heroes, they have a city that has a lot of villagers. I don't. Do I? No, I don't. I remember that I don't. So I don't really need another governor. There are not too many creatures to buy on the market either, and they're very expensive. So I think I'll keep my dust and just keep buying tech now whenever I can, actually. Alright, I skipped to the new turn. Sorry for this little break. I'm actually gonna have to probably stop recording very soon. You know, I don't want to push it. I don't want to get sick again, although I don't think you can get sick. It was a viral infection after all, so you just develop immunity for some time, like a complete immunity after you've been able to fight infections. So I probably have nothing to be worried about. Regardless, you know, better safe than sorry. You never know. So anything else I need to do before I finish this video? Well, how about I just tell my units to finish their movement whenever they can. And keep looking around. Let's go over here, and hello there. Good thing that there are no naval battles in this game as of yet, because then I would be in a little bit of a pickle, wouldn't I? Now, of course, they might not discover me, but somehow I feel like they would discover me. It's a fairly narrow space, isn't it? Alright, let's keep scanning around with this mist right there. Try to sneak towards where I wanna be. No, I don't wanna be swimming. And I wanna see if Mizari really are going to lose the capital. If not, I will need to get another hero and put that hero inside that city. I can buy another hero, by the way. I can buy a spy. So it's not like I don't have the option to do so. I'll just rather not be forced to do so. Alrighty then. You do, sir. I'm gonna keep you in this stack for now. I don't see any immediate danger nearby. I don't think I need to protect you too much. 3 mists over here with another mist almost done. And there will be another mist here, so that's 4, 5. By the time I get here, this will be 6. Alright, so starting next turn, I can start moving out with this army of mists, which will be okay. Let's get land from others. Useful tech. Gonna make my heroes level up faster, which is very important. Obviously, I'll still be miles behind the enemy, but I will not be completely out of it yet. And I actually have another mist here. Right, okay, so in this case, I'm just gonna march out of those mists already. Move over here. Then I'm gonna move in with this mist, and this mist should be done by the time my army is around this area, so I should be able to keep walking around, so this should be good. Okay, dear mist, please walk out, join up with this army, same goes to you too. Okay, you, I see that you failed your basic navigation at your basic navigational skills course, but that's okay, I'll help you a little bit. And last but by no means least, you stay on the defensive if you don't mind, so that you don't bother me. Anything else I need to do? I don't think there is. My spies are continually trying to increase the infiltration level. There's no roundup going on right now. Yep, there's no reason why there should be, but you know, it's good to check every once and again when you are infiltrating somebody after all. Oh boy, well, I don't think the Necrofitters have their final attack yet, do they? Let's have a quick look at research. No, they don't, but they're about to get it. I'm looking at the science graph. Even though they started losing some science now, because they probably focus on the war, they are gonna get this tech pretty quickly. And it's gonna be the serum, so it's gonna be even harder to capture the capital. That's why I want to capture this capital before that happens so badly. In fact, I should alter my course to do just that. Ignore this city for now, keep those guys as my allies. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. And in fact, I'm tempted to make them be at war with each other right now. But I need to be prepared for this first. No, I need to be prepared, I can't rush into things. Rushing will not give you the victory unless your armadas are broken. Those are the exceptions. So, and okay, whatever. Anyway, let's end the 10 and end the videocast, ladies and gentlemen. I know it wasn't the longest, or even probably the most eventful, although some important things did happen. But at the very least, I was able to record it, so I'll try to record videocasts as often as I can. I might not be back completely to schedule, depending on how I feel like. Again, I want to make sure that my health is all good and dandy. But other than that, I'll do my absolute best to provide you with quality entertainment, so yeah. Also, those bastards think they can take me, and sad thing is, they actually might be able to do just that, or can they? Yeah, those are very old predators. They probably can take me, but I'll think about it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you online.